There are moments in life when it feels like everything is falling on our shoulders at once. Pressure from work, financial struggles, broken relationships, an uncertain future, plans that keep failing again and again. And during those moments, the hardest thing is not solving the problem itself. The hardest thing is staying calm. Many people believe calmness is something people are born with. They think some people are naturally strong, while others are naturally weak. But the truth is this: calmness is a skill, and anyone can learn it. A calm person is not someone who has never suffered. They have felt hopeless too. They have been afraid. They have lost direction in life. But they learned how not to let emotions control their lives. Because when people panic, they usually make poor decisions. When people are angry, they say things that hurt others. When people are afraid, they give up too soon. When people lose control emotionally, they see life as worse than it truly is. That is why the ability to stay calm is one of the greatest forms of strength in life. Some people face a small difficulty and immediately begin to complain. They become angry. They blame others. They lose control. But there are also people who remain calm even in the middle of chaos. Not because they do not feel pain, but because they understand that panic solves nothing. If you are going through a difficult season in life right now, remember this: everything will pass. No emotion lasts forever. No storm stays forever. The most important thing is to keep your mind calm enough to continue moving forward. The first step to becoming calm is learning how to pause. When something happens, most people react immediately. Someone says something hurtful and we react. Someone disrespects us and we react. We fail and we react. We feel pressure and we react. But quick reactions usually come from temporary emotions. A truly mature person knows how to pause for a few seconds before taking action. Just a few seconds. But those few seconds can save a relationship, save a decision, sometimes even save your entire future. When you are angry, do not respond immediately. When you feel insulted, do not react immediately. When you are overwhelmed, do not make decisions immediately. Pause. Take a deep breath. Give your mind time to settle down. Because emotions are like ocean waves. If you act in the middle of a huge wave, you can easily lose control. The second way to stay calm is to control your breathing. It sounds simple, but breathing directly affects human emotions. When people are anxious, their breathing becomes fast. When people are afraid, the body becomes tense. When people are angry, the heart beats faster. So if you want a calm mind, you must first calm your body. Whenever you feel stressed, try this. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Hold it for a few seconds. Then slowly breathe out. Repeat it several times. You will notice your mind gradually becoming more stable. That is why many successful people maintain habits like meditation, walking, exercising, or sitting quietly for a few minutes every day. Not because they have extra free time, but because they understand that a chaotic mind can destroy everything. Another important lesson for staying calm is learning to accept reality. Many people suffer not because their problems are too big, but because they refuse to accept what is happening. They constantly ask, "Why is this happening to me? Why is life so unfair? Why did that person treat me this way?" But the more we fight reality, the more exhausted we become. Some things cannot be changed immediately. Some losses cannot be reversed. Some people who leave will never come back. When you understand that, you become less afraid. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means being calm enough to face the truth. Only then can you find the next direction in life. One of the biggest reasons people lose their calmness is overthinking. We imagine hundreds of terrible things that have not even happened. We worry about the future. We become trapped by the past. We compare ourselves to other people. And in the end, we emotionally exhaust ourselves. Calm people know how to return to the present moment. They focus on what they can do today. They do not try to control everything. They do not force themselves to be perfect. They understand this. Life will always contain things outside our control. You cannot control what other people think. You cannot control every situation. You cannot make everyone love or understand you. But you can control how you respond. And that is what truly matters. When life becomes difficult, ask yourself, what is this difficult moment trying to teach me? Because sometimes hardships do not come to destroy you. They come to help you grow stronger. A person who has never experienced pressure can easily collapse when life becomes difficult. But people who have walked through storms usually develop a much stronger mindset. They no longer panic over small problems. They no longer become angry so easily. They no longer lose control because of negative words. Because they understand everything eventually passes. There is a truth in life that many people realize too late. The strongest person is not always the one who wins. The person who stays calm the longest often does. This is true in business. This is true in relationships. And this is true in life. People who are impatient often fail more quickly. People who cannot control their emotions often destroy their own opportunities. Meanwhile, calm people often see solutions that others fail to notice. So if you want a better life, begin by learning how to stabilize your emotions. Do not let your mood control your actions. Do not let anger control your words. Do not let fear stop your journey. One very important way to stay calm is to reduce negativity around you. If you constantly consume bad news, drama, arguments, and negativity every day, your mind will slowly become exhausted. Some people always complain, always think negatively, always spread negative energy to others. If you stay around them too long, you will eventually lose your own peace as well. That is why you must choose a healthy environment for your mind. Read positive things. Listen to inspiring content. Spend time with people who make your heart feel lighter. Inner peace is extremely valuable. Do not sacrifice it just to please everyone around you. A calm person is also someone who knows when to let go. Not every argument is worth winning. Not everyone deserves a permanent place in your life. Not every problem requires an emotional reaction. Sometimes silence is wisdom. Walking away is maturity. Letting go is self-respect. You do not need to prove yourself to everyone. You do not need to carry every burden on your shoulders. Learn how to live more lightly. Life is already difficult enough. Do not make your own mind heavier than it needs to be. There will be days when you feel exhausted. There will be moments when you want to give up. There will be nights when anxiety keeps you awake, and that is completely normal. You are human. No one is strong all the time. But remember this, no matter how difficult life becomes, never lose your calmness, because when the mind is stable, you can find a path forward. When the heart is peaceful, you gain the strength to continue. Train yourself to slow down a little more each day. Eat more slowly. Speak more slowly. Think more carefully. Listen more deeply. Many mistakes in life happen simply because people rush everything. We rush to trust, rush to love, rush to become angry, rush to make decisions. But life is not a race to see who moves the fastest. It is a journey to see who can continue the longest. Calm people often go very far in life. They do not quit easily when difficulties appear. They do not collapse easily under pressure. They do not lose direction because of temporary failures. They understand that success takes time. Growth takes time. Healing takes time too. If you are currently going through a stressful season, remind yourself of this. I do not need to solve everything immediately. You only need to become a little calmer than yesterday, a little stronger than yesterday, a little better at controlling your emotions than yesterday. That alone is progress. Maybe right now you do not have all the answers, but as long as you do not give up, there is still hope. Always remember this. After the rain, the sky becomes clear again. After hardship comes growth. After difficult days come peaceful ones. The important thing is not allowing temporary emotions to destroy your long-term future. A truly strong person is not someone who has never suffered. A truly strong person is someone who remains calm even while suffering. Someone who continues moving forward even after failure. Someone who remains kind even after being hurt. Someone who keeps hope alive even under pressure. That is real strength. Life will always contain challenges. No one can avoid them completely, but you always have the power to choose how you face those challenges. Panic or calmness, anger or patience, giving up or continuing forward. Those choices will shape the person you become in the future. So starting today, begin practicing calmness every single day. When difficulties come, take a deep breath instead of reacting immediately. When pressure becomes heavy, allow yourself a moment to rest. When your heart is hurting, give yourself time to heal. When you fail, see it as a lesson instead of the end. And one day, you will realize something powerful. The most valuable thing in life is not having a perfect life. It is being able to keep peace within yourself even when life is imperfect. And that is one of the greatest forms of success a person can ever achieve.